Everybody's coming down to meet the L.E.T. and Sept of New York town. Of New York town.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and as promised, the last game of the giveaway. I will ask a question, and you will answer the question and send it to commentator@yahoo.com. And if you answer all the questions in the last, I think, 6 games, I'm not sure exactly how many questions. I have to look back. But then you get a chance to win the 2017 History Maker baseball season. Now, as I said, there's been a couple of blowouts. I started streaming from the beginning of the series, and there's been a couple of blowouts, and that really got me down. It was just not a fun game to play. So then I basically been waiting until the 7th inning. Well, this time I got really into the game, and I totally forgot. So we are in the top of the 8th inning. The score is Phillies 8 and Mets 7. And it's going to be Cesar Hernandez, Gene Segura, and what is his name? Corey Dickerson against Luis Avilan. Luis Avilan is the 1-2-4th Mets pitcher in this game. And so far, the Phils have had 5 pitchers. So I've been making a lot of pitching changes, something that I'm not totally crazy about. But it is what it is when you play modern baseball. It's how you got to play it. So it's going to be Cesar Hernandez leading it off, and we just rolled. Pitch from Avilan. It's going to be number is 356. Ask me, are they the same? Well, Hernandez is a switch hitter. He's batting from the right side, so they are not. Utility or sad sack? No, it's going to be a single down the left field line. And getting it in quickly is Davis to keep Hernandez on at first base. It's an 8-7 ball game. Phillies are up here in the top of the 8th inning. Luis Avilan is on the mound for the Mets. Gene Segura, the batter now. 2-3-6. Double control, blah, blah, blah. Not at all. Pitcher batting. No, it's a walk. So first and second, nobody out. And let me tell you a couple of points worth mentioning. Scott Kingery's hit 3 home runs in this game, and Rhys Hoskins has hit 2. 4 of those home runs came against the starter Noah Syndergaard. Noah Syndergaard went 5 innings, gave 9 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, 4 base on balls, 3 strikeouts, and 4 home runs. Crazy. Starter for the Phils was Velasquez. Velasquez gave up four runs, all earned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. 1 home run early on by Alonso. Strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strikeouts. And walks, 1, 2, 3 walks. We'll do the other pitchers once we get out of this inning. This inning's already starting off crazy. We're going to let Avilan pitch to the lefty, Dickerson. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Dickerson. 345. Iron catcher. Well, the catcher's Ramos. He's semi-iron. It's a yes. It's a walk. And that's going to be it for Avilan. Coming up to bat is Rhys Hoskins. It's a right-hander. So the Mets are going to bring in a righty. They're going to bring in, let's see. We're going to bring in Tyler Bachelor, or Bachelor. Tyler Bachelor. So he's going to get a different color. Let's see. We haven't used blue for the Mets. We will use blue now. Hopefully he can get out of the inning. He's going to go at least 2 batters for sure. Until the lefty. We'll see what happens after that. So Bachelor, he's carded with this set, 2019 in-season set. Every team's got 30 players, some a little bit more. You got some extra players that you can buy as well. So Avilan really faces 3 batters, doesn't retire any of them. Gives up a hit and 2 walks. Seawald went an inning, 1.0. Brock went an inning. Seawald gave up a home run and a walk, struck out 1. And now somebody asked me what pen I'm using, and I have to mention that. Ultra Fine. It's a Papermate Flare Ultra Fine. It's the thinnest one I could find. I mean, the thinner the better. You can write more. You can in these small boxes. So I would definitely, and that's for Patrick from Germany. Does a lot of History Maker baseball. He was asking me about that, and I really didn't know. I said, well, when I start playing again, and I'm streaming, I'll look and see. So it's a Papermate Fine Point, Ultra Fine. All right, Rhys Hoskins, the batter. He's got 2 home runs. He's 2 for 4. Here's the pitch from Tyler Bachelor. And that's going to be a 1.56. 1.56. Ask me if he's a whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. So I says yes. Strikeout. So Bachelor strikes out for the first. Strikes out Hoskins for the first out. And next is Scott Kingery. It's a 166. No, a 116. Fresh, yes. Get some on the cheese. Back-to-back Ks for Tyler Bachelor, who's a horrible pitcher, struggler, workman. I think his ERA is like 7. And he's going to face the lefty, Hazley. But what we're going to do here is we're going to pull Bachelor, and we're going to bring in another pitcher who pitched today, Justin Wilson. So Wilson's going to come in. And Wilson's going to be, we used orange, yellow. We haven't used green for the Mets, so we're going to use green for the Mets. Let's see. So Justin Wilson, the lefty, pretty good pitcher as well. He's going to be an ace. He's a star flash and an ace against Hazley. Hazley singled earlier in the game. He's 1 for 4. Runners on first. No, bases are loaded. I didn't call the infield in, but the infield was in. Now it's gonna back up. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Both flash and fresh. He's fresh. He's flashed. Strikeout. So Mets relief does the job. They come in with the bases loaded and nobody out and strike out the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th now. In the bottom of the 8th. Going to be bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Mike Morin against Michael Conforto. Ramos and Cano. You know what? We better bring in a lefty. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring in a lefty. Now we may have used all our lefties. We used Suarez. He's a lefty. We used Alvarez. I don't know if I have another lefty here. Let's see. I may have a lefty left. Parker, Vincent, and Neris. Let's see. Those are the 3 guys that pitched. Parker, Vincent, and Neris. Let me get some light here so we don't cast too many shadows. Not very good. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's see. Parker, righty. Vincent, righty. And Neris, a righty. So I don't know that we have any. Ranger Suarez pitched. Hughes pitched. Got some cards that we made up. I don't know that I have any more lefties. Cole Irvin, but he was used yesterday, I believe, so they're not going to be using him. I do not have any more lefties, so we're going to leave. Used up all my lefties. Okay, so we're going to leave Mike Morin in there for now. Facing Michael Conforto. That's the pitch. It's going to be 2-5-5. Ask me if he's a star. Mike Morin is a star. That's going to be a strikeout. Now let's make that yellow. Trying to make all those yellow the best that I can. So Michael Conforto goes down on strikes. And Mike Morin is going to face Wilson Ramos. And that's a 2-3-5. 2-3-5. Wild, he is not. He's actually double control. Eager, he is not. It's a ground ball second base. It's going to be 4-3 Hernandez to Rhys Hoskins for the second out. And it's Robbie Cano. Cano singled and doubled. He's 2 for 4. Robbie Cano against Mike Morin. Here's the pitch. Bottom of the eighth. It's 8-7 Phillies. 3-3-4. 3-3-4 Acer Star. That's popped up. That's on the right side. Hoskins calling for it. He waits, and that's the side. We go top of the ninth now. Justin Wilson's going to stay in there. He's going to be facing Franco, a switch hitter, and then the pitcher. So we'll see what happens, what we do with that. Justin Wilson's going to stay in there. He's going to face Franco. We're going to color it in. Let's get the question out. Nap. We'll leave a last spot. I don't know what's going to happen in that last spot. All right. What the question we're going to leave out is what I was reading Keith Hernandez's book. I'm Keith Hernandez today. Keith Hernandez is one of my favorite Mets announcers. Gary Cohen, amazing. Keith Hernandez, and then it's Ron Darling. He wasn't there today. It was just Keith Hernandez and the Gary Cohen. There's tremendous love between those guys for sure. They go back and forth, man, and it's really enjoyable. What was the last team that Keith Hernandez played on? That's the question for the day, for the last question of the whole contest. Then I'm going to gather all the names, and then I'm going to do the drawing, and I'm going to send this out, and I'll be so happy. Next I'm going to do, I swear, I know I've been saying it for so long, I'm going to do Stratomatic giveaways. Stratomatic giveaways. Stratomatic is very popular. It's a fun game. I enjoy Stratomatic a lot. And I'll be doing a bunch of Stratomatic giveaways. All right. It's going to be Franco against Wilson. Hazley struck out. I don't know what I just did there. I put a line there. I don't know what. I had a brain fart, and I put a line there. And I can't really get that line out of there. So Franco's up. Hazley struck out. Franco's up now. And here's a pitch. I thought Franco was just, whatever, it doesn't matter. 2-3-5. Wild, no. Eager. He is not eager. It's a ground ball second base unless he's a whiffer. He is not. It's going to be 4-3. That's Cano over to Alonso for out number 2. And now it's Knapp. Oh, wait. That was the first out. Okay, that was the first out. Yeah, I blew it here. That was that was the second out. That was Franco, the second out. First out was Hazley. He went point, and Bachelor went 0.2. Wilson came in because we yeah, that was the last inning. That was the last inning. He struck out the side. This is the new inning. That was Franco, the first out. So there's one out, and now it's Knapp, the catcher. He's a switch hitter, so he's going to be batting from the right side. And that's going to be a 1-5-6. A 1-5-6 whiffer. He is a whiffer. That's a strikeout. So 2 away now, and we're going to see Bryce Harper. It's an 8-7 ball game. Phils are up. Bryce Harper. Actually, you know what? We're not going to bring in Bryce Harper simply because Wilson is a lefty. We're going to bring in Jose Perella. Jose Perella is going to bat. Pinch hitter Perella. Then we're going to get Nerys to finish it off for the Phils, and he's going to be red at the end there. Hector Nerys. Okay, so it's Goslin facing Wilson, top of the ninth. You know what we're going to do? We're not going to bring anybody because if we bring Familia, then they're going to just bring in Bryce Harper. So I'm going to let Wilson pitch. 8-7 ball game. Here's the pitch to Perella. 4.45. Ask me if he's a workman. He is not. Patient. Perella is not patient. It's a ground out to first base. So it's G3. Or 3 unassisted, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors in the top of the ninth. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last licks for the Mets. Last licks for the Mets. It's an 8-7 Phillies ball game as it stands at the moment. J.D. Davis is going to be leading it off. J.D. Davis against Hector Nerys, the closer. Nerys is a semi-star, double flash, double control. This is the last game of the set. Then we go into a 4-game set with the Diamondbacks. 4-game set with the Diamondbacks. I don't know, and I'm going to see how I'm going to do that because if I'm playing Strat, it's going to be hard to get both things in. But I may just stream games towards the end, the last couple of innings if it's a good game, and then stream some Stratomatic as well. All right, J.D. Davis versus Hector Nerys. And that was Morin went 1 1/3, struck out 1.1, and struck out 1. Davis, J.D. Davis. Here's the pitch from Nerys. 3-5-6. The Mets are down by 1. The bottom of the ninth here in Flushing, Queens. Beautiful downtown Flushing, Queens. So it's 3-5-6. Same. A righty versus a righty. It's a strikeout. So J.D. Davis is fooled. And Ramon de Jesus punches him out. And it's Brandon Nimmo. 2-2-3. Brandon Nimmo, 2-2-3. Wild. He is not wild. Slugger utility. He's neither. That's going to be line base hit to right for Brandon Nimmo. That's Nimmo's 4th hit of the game. Holy smokes. Just notice that. 4th hit of the game. He lined out in the first inning, and after that, he's got 4 singles. Scored twice, and it's Ahmed Rosario. Rosario is 3 for 3. Here's the pitch to Rosario. 4.46. Asked me if he's star. He's semi-star. Decided I says he is not. Sad sack utility or patient. He is none of those. It's going to be a single to right, and that's going to move the tying run to third base. First and third now. Tying run is on at third. And next up is the pitcher. So we're going to get a pinch hitter. Going to bring up a pinch hitter. Who's it going to be? Like, we got Lagares. We've got Rene Rivera. We got Sam Haggerty. We got Rajat Davis. We got Yorme. This is a righty. We're going to bring in Yorme, a lefty. Rajat Davis. I'm going to bring in Luis. Let's see who pitch hit this game for the Mets. Panic. Jed Laurie pinch hit in this game for the Mets. Oh, I just lost my action there. I don't know why that happened. I don't have his card. I could make it up because he has 2 at-bats and no hits. And actually, he has 2 strikeouts. So I'm going to make up his card right now. And we're going to bring in Jed Laurie. He hasn't played with the Mets until this week. He's going to come in. And he's going to bat with the imaginary card, see what happens. He's like right now he's got no hits, so he's going to be like a pitcher, for example. He's going to look like that. Satzak, utilities, scrapper, eager, and a whiffer. Runners on first and third. So infield has to be drawn in for the infield has to be. Oh wait, do we go to? What was that last roll? What was that? It was a 4. Yeah, it was a 4-4-6. So that's going to be. Oh, with a pinch hitter, I think that goes. The player experience goes away. I believe. You bring a pinch hitter, that gets wiped away. Okay. So it's going to be Neris versus Laurie, who's got all these qualities, Satzak utility, because he doesn't have a hit yet. But he can still get a hit, so you never know what's going to happen. Anything's possible. 2-3-4, infield in. 2-3-4, runners on base, play drama. There, we can get a pass ball or wild pitch. Let's see what happens here. All right, 3-5, 3-5. Catcher gold, no. Otherwise, pass ball. The game is tied. Perfect. Then we go to chemistry. Mets tie the ball game here on a pass ball. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Going to second is the go-ahead run, Rosario, on the same pass ball. And it's Jed Laurie with the red. We're using red here. Even though this red seems a little bit more like pink, but not too crazy about the red. So Jed Laurie's still at bat. Here's the pitch. And we go to chemistry. And it's going to be a 4-6. 4-6 pitching team dissonance. Well, they are not dissonant. So 4-6. Otherwise, infield drama. Infield drama. It's a 2-3. 2-3. Second baseman iron. He's semi-iron. The side of the die says he's iron. It's a ground ball to Hernandez. He bobbles the ball. Everybody is safe. And runners on first and third now. And we go back to the chemistry chart. So it's going to be an E4. Laurie gets on base, sends Rosario to third. So the winning run with 1 out at third base, the infield is in. And we're still on team chemistry chart, I believe. Or no. Let's see. Oh, wait. That was, yeah. Anyway, there was an error there. There was an error on the second baseman. And we go to team chemistry. That's right. We're on team chemistry for Jeff McNeil. Holy smokes. All right, so Jeff McNeil is up against Hector Neris. Score is tied at 8. We're in the bottom of the ninth. There's one out. The infield is playing in. Now, I know the infield was in, and I could have played that team chemistry on the infield in chart, but I don't know that you're supposed to do that. I'm not too sure how that works. And since it worked in favor of the Mets, I'm going to let it go. Just for the fun of it. These games don't matter anyway, what differences it make. So the game is tied, first and third, infield in, McNeil at the plate. We are on team chemistry again, and it's a 1-2 batting team dissonance. The decided die says no. So that's fence. And McNeil is a slugger. The ball game is over. Unless it's a home run, it's going to be a single, and the ball game is over. The Mets win it. They pull it out in the bottom of the ninth. It's a 2, which is a double. He'll just get credit for a single. And the Mets beat the Phils by a score of 9-7. They scored 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth, aided by an error by the second baseman and a pass ball. RBI single, game-winning hit. Jeff McNeil, who was 0 for 4. The winner, the loser is going to be Neris. The winner is going to be Wilson. Wilson went 1.1. And had 2 strikeouts. You have no runs, no hits, no errors, blah, blah. Avilan gave up a hit, no runs. Bachelor went 0.2, struck out 2. That was a fun game. Mets pull it out in the bottom of the ninth. It was J.D. Davis who struck out leading off the inning, but then it was Nimmo who lined a single to right. And then Rosario singled, sending Nimmo to third. Sending Nimmo to third. And then up came the pinch hitter, Jed Lowry, who just came off was called up from the minors. He's been on the injured list the whole season. And there was a pass ball in his at-bat, and that scored the tying run. So it was Phillies had 8. That tied the game at 8 and allowed Rosario to move to second base. Then it was an error on the second baseman, Hernandez, and a ball hit right to him. Oh, yeah, there was the infield wasn't in at that point. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. The infield wasn't in at that point. So then that error sent Rosario to third. So it was first and third, and up comes McNeil, and McNeil singles to end the ball game. Mets win it by a score of 9-8. Now Hughes gave up 1 hit. Suarez gave up none. Alvarez gave up 2. Morin gave up none, and Neris gave up 1, 2, 3. Mets had 9, 11, 14 hits. Mets had 14 hits versus the 11 the Phils had. There was 1 error by the Phils, no errors by the Mets. And that's all she wrote. I'll run the line score here. Phils 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Mets 9 runs, 14 hits, 0 errors. And that's all she wrote. Mets pull it out. The MVP is going to be, I guess, it's got to be Justin. Well, you know what? It can be McNeil, I guess. Jeff McNeil came up big, got the game-winning hit. So we're going to make McNeil the MVP of this game for the big hit at the end. He'll share the co-MVP with Wilson, who also came in and got 4 outs, faced 4 batters and got 4 outs. So co-MVPs, Justin Wilson, the lefty, he gets the victory, and Jeff McNeil, who gets the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Mets fans go home happy, and that's all she wrote. This was the last game for the giveaway. It's finished. I don't remember the question. It's in there. Check it out. Cards and Dice, CP Cards and Dice is going to say, see you later. The Diamondbacks are coming to Shea for a 4-game set, so this is exciting. I'll be looking forward to that. And Mets still have a real distant chance of maybe potentially making the wild card, but it's becoming more and more of a pipe dream as they lose. They lost today in the actual game to the Phils by a score of 10-7. They were up at one point, but their relief pitching just totally collapsed as usual. It's been the story of their year, their season. Both teams have horrible bullpens, and here it plays true to life, 9-8, 25 hits allowed. How many home runs? 6 home runs, 3 by Scott Kingery, 2 by Rhys Hoskins, and then 1 each by Alonso and who else? Alonso. Alonso and that was 3, 5. Yeah, 5 total. 4 by the Phils and 1 by the Mets. So that's all she wrote. And this is CP Cards and Dice signing out. Have a great night, guys. Take care now.